Welcome to my channel. My name is Violet if you're new here. Today, this video is going to be a little bit different than the content I usually post. Okay, I need to let you guys know that I acquire most of my baby gear on Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace. It's all secondhand. This is my fourth baby, and I learned early on that the best play for me is to buy used gear. Buy used gear on secondhand markets and then resell it after I'm done with it, because stuff you can buy at a Walmart or a Toys R Us or kind of your entry-level brands depreciate too much. How do I access secondhand markets? I use cash. As you can tell from the title of this video, the bank didn't want my money. I went and extracted some cash out of some assets I was holding on to, some gear, and I had $5,000 to deposit. So if you follow Dave Ramsey and use the envelope system and have a large amount of cash to deposit, you might be in this situation too, where you need to deposit a lot of money. I went to my bank, I went in and I said, I have to make a deposit. And they said, oh, okay. They looked at my pile of cash and said, where did you get that? And I'm like, that feels like a really personal question, but I answered where I got the cash. I said, oh, do you have a bill of sale? So I answered the question where I got the cash. That already felt really personal, because in Canada, if it's under $10,000, you're not required to answer that question. But they asked, and I answered. Now, mind you, I show up at the bank looking super sketchy. I mean, I've got my baby in one arm and my cash in a little box, you know, very discreet. I think I'm doing a great job. No, where did you get the cash? First question. Oh, okay, so this is where I got the cash. Second question, brings in the manager. Do you have a bill of sale? Well, as a matter of fact, I do have a bill of sale. So I pull out my phone, and it so happens that the bill of sale got drawn all over and deleted because I scanned it on my iPad. So that's, you know, user error here. But I have never been in a situation where a bank wouldn't take my cash before. Now, as it stands, there was a Twitter bet last week on Bitcoin, and I wanted to get my cash into the account and do a little bit of crypto investing and take the 90-day challenge to see how we do over 90 days. But the bank wouldn't take my money. It was closing time. Is this normal for banks to not take cash? How is this reflecting on the economic system if my cash dollars aren't good enough to deposit? Okay, so if you have an emergency fund in cash because you're following the Dave Ramsey system and your envelope system is piling up, I would assume that this wouldn't be such a strange thing. We take out cash every month for our envelope system. Please don't rob us. I've never had a bank refuse to take my cash. So I went to a different bank and they took my cash, no problem. But I want to know, has this ever happened to you, and what did you do? It was very inconvenient and very frustrating. Asking someone where they got their cash, if it's, you know, not a ridiculous amount, which I don't think it was, it's kind of like asking, what diet are you on? Or, you were fatter last time I saw you. You know, it's a very personal question. As I like to share things on YouTube, I'm being completely honest. Yes, I was buying and sell things on Facebook and Kijiji Marketplace to continue making videos and having entertaining content. Yes, I want to do a series on Bitcoin and the challenge that was posed. I'm not going to completely fault the bank, and I'm not going to shame them by naming them here, because maybe this was just a strange anomaly at the branch. But they said, oh, you know, we can take your cash, but we'll have to put a hold on it. Cash. So I'm going to deposit cash at the bank, and I can't access it. What's a bank for exactly? Are you the police? Do I need to turn myself in? Is this somehow illegal? I don't understand. No, actually, thank you. I'll take my cash back and we'll figure something else out. You know, if we're looking at some kind of crazy economic downturn, upturn, inflationary, deflationary, you know, it's a big mess out there. We had Silicon Valley Bank and Swiss Bank go under in the last week. I thought there was a run on cash. So the idea that the bank wouldn't take my cash in Canada, that's a little weird, guys. Like, what's a bank for? What are you guys doing? What's your job? Sorry, I'm not done yet. Just one more thing. Okay, millennials have such a bad rap as a generation. Oh, you guys are so bad with debt and you're so bad with money. Oh, right. Well, you know, why have you created 20 steps and barriers for us to be able to do anything? Why are you making it impossible for us to act in the world and making it impossible for us to do something simple like depositing cash? What if I was trying to make cookies and I went to the grocery store and you were all out of butter, or all out of flour, or all out of sugar, or you wouldn't sell it to me? That's what that's like. If I went to the grocery store to get groceries and you wouldn't sell it to me. That's like going to the bank and not being able to deposit your cash. What is this? That is ridiculous. So, next time you hear someone badmouth millennials, there are barriers here that don't make sense, that aren't sensible, that just exist to either make someone's day a little less hard so they don't have to count extra money at the end of the day. Maybe, I don't know. Why would you create that barrier? What is that for? If you are at a bank, you should be okay with handling cash. All right, sorry. I just think that is very frustrating because other people's laziness, you've made a situation impossible to make your life marginally more convenient. Your marginal convenience and not having to stick the bills in the machine at the end of the day required me to do an extra 3 hours driving with my baby. Okay, good luck she's a happy baby. Otherwise, I would be a little bit less good-natured about the situation. That's it. Sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. Normally, my YouTube is a positive place for creation, but this was such a strange thing that I felt I needed to call it out and maybe get some help from my internet people. Why wouldn't the bank take my cash? Honestly, I don't have an alternate profession. I'm not doing anything illegal here. Enough.